Hey, my friend, it is Coach Hudson here, and I had some thoughts I wanted to share. So why not just make a video because done is better than perfect. Now, in the vein of done is better than perfect, forgive the Dexter vibes over here with the plastic on the windows. The outside of our house is being painted. And then I'm also at home and not in my office today, and so you may hear a variance of animals. And yet no kids are home, so this is good. They won't interrupt. So here's what I want to share with you. I want to ask you a question first. Do you find yourself energized throughout the day? Like at any given point, whether it's morning, lunchtime, afternoon, early evening, what do you find when you get home? Do you find yourself full of energy on a regular basis? Yeah, maybe you have a drained moment here and there. But overall, through the scope of the day, are you high energy or you just constantly feel like you're fighting against the energy buzz? And if you always have energy, then you could still keep watching. And yet, if you're sitting there like, I don't know, man, I feel like I'm fighting a lot, then I want to encourage you to just sit with me for a couple minutes on this video because what I want to do is I want to share the concept of the four energy quadrants with you. And being that here, I have a great visual cue, right? So the idea is that we all have everything that we do has an impact on our energy. Some of the things we do actually plus our energy, and some of the things that we do, well, they take away our energy. So let's look at this, right? We've got these four quadrants. We've got this one up here. Oh, I can do this. I'm flipped. We've got this one up here where things that when you do them, it adds to your energy. Like it's good. Like you like it and it adds to your energy. It doesn't drain you. And then you've got the things down here. I'll get used to being flipped. Then you get the things down here that multiply your energy. Like when you do this stuff, you are like, oh, like you are literally lit up, right? Now, then we've got the things over here that kind of take from your energy. And then you got the things down here that just literally like you might as well put a vacuum on reverse and it just sucks the energy right out of you. So, and what I've done here is just giving you some examples so that you get what we're talking about here so that maybe you could do this for yourself. Now, you'll probably have more than two things in each category. And yet again, we're talking example here. So for me, if we look up here, I like doing lead generation. I don't love it. It's not my favorite thing ever. I don't dislike it though. I do genuinely like dealing with people and I kind of enjoy the hunt. And so when I lead generate, it adds to my energy. It doesn't like jack me up through the roof, and yet it adds to my energy. When you look down here, open houses, those are my jam. I've built my business twice on open houses. Like you put me in front of people rather than on the phone with them, and I am super, super lit up. So like you put me in an open house and I am at a 10 out of 10, even if I'm not having the best day of all time. Now up here, writing out note cards. I love the theory of them. The actual action of sitting there and writing with actual words and not typing and addressing and looking up the address and finding the stamp and like it just kind of takes away. I don't like hate it. It's just I don't know. It just kind of takes away. It doesn't excite me. Now, entering a listing into the MLS, I'd rather chew glass if I'm being quite frank. It takes too long, it's too tedious, it's too detail oriented, which is not my thing. And so that just like that sucks the energy right out of me. All right. And then looking at personal here, like I let not shopping in general, by the way, because like shopping for clothes, I just no, I do that online. My grocery shopping though, like I actually like to do it. It's a moment of peace. I like to pick out my own stuff. I don't eat a lot of processed stuff, so I pick the meat that I want and the veggie that I want, the fruit that I want, and all of that stuff. So I enjoy shopping. I'm not back flipping down the aisles, and yet I enjoy it. And then down here, like cooking, it's my jam. Like cooking is how I relax. I have multiple jobs and I have six children and all of the animals, as you can hear some of them. And yet, for some reason, one more to do each day of cooking, it really, really fills me up energy wise. So I love doing it. Like I'm very excited in the kitchen. All right. Well, then we've got over here. No, over here. I'll get it right. Cleaning the house. Like I'll do it. It doesn't like infuriate me. And yet I'd really prefer not to, which is it's a great reason to have six kids because chores are amazing. And then of course we've got a cleaning person and all that good stuff. Now laundry, I'd just rather buy new clothes. Like I folding it, sorting it, turning it right side out. Me like I just ugh, it drains the energy for me. So why do I share this with you? Well, let me put this down. If you find yourself not necessarily having the energy level that you would like, or maybe you only have it at certain points out of the day, and it would be amazing in your mind if you just had high energy 90+% of the time. Like, it sounds amazing to me, and most days I have it because I get this. This is not my first rodeo, right? I want to encourage you to look at the things that light you up, the things you like and the things you love. Why don't we just do more of those? Why are we always fighting against stuff that we don't like in the first place? Why don't we just find the lanes that work for us and stay here and plus it, go from entrepreneurial to purposeful here. And then all the other stuff on this side that's literally sucking the energy out of you. Why don't why don't we just find leverage for that? And it's simple stuff, guys. Like the note cards, like you can still send them and you don't even need to leverage it out. And yet there's all sorts of systems like AM cards and send out cards where you can have everybody loaded in there. You can type the message, which is super quick. Like you don't have to go buy the cards. They're sitting there and it's just boom, it's gone. Cleaning. Like your dollar per hour wage, I promise, is higher than what you could pay somebody to come clean your house, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it is, depending on the way that you live, right? Right down here, listing input. Guys, there are TCs that will do that for you. Not all transaction coordinators only do that. Or maybe you're running a business that's at a level where you just hire somebody to do this. Like there are systems for this. And laundry, I don't know what to tell you. There are laundry services, there are dry cleaners. I don't know. You entice your spouse to do it or your kid. Like either way, we don't have to spend time in these things, or at least we don't have to spend a lot of times in these things that suck our energy. And what I find as somebody who literally coaches people for a living is that most people are just living over here. They're fighting. We believe in working harder, not smarter. And so we're fighting all of these things that we don't enjoy. So I want to encourage you today. What if you just took a few minutes after this video and thought about the things that you do on a regular basis? Draw yourself a page. You don't have to be an artist, as you can see by me. Look, what makes you happy? What makes you thrilled? Do more of those in your business and personal. What aren't you in love with? What would you kick out of the window? Let's do less of it. Find another way to do it. You do not have to do everything. It can be leveraged out, or some things can just be skipped altogether, not the laundry. That'd be gross. All right. So I want to encourage you guys to think differently. Slow down once a day to analyze what you're doing so that you can make sure that you hit every goal that you've ever set in your life and not just one or two of them over the course of your life. I appreciate you. Hey, by the way, it wouldn't be horrible if you joined us for Bold coming in January. If you want more information, leave a comment, send me a DM, send me a text at 239-989-1773, and I'd be happy to connect with you. Have an amazing day.